free agency, and we up in there in the fans' point of view style. Everybody out there in the chat, everybody that's here kicking it. This is how we doing it on the fans' point of view, free agency style. Now we get to talk about that Justin Fields situation. Did you want to kick that off, bro? Because I mean, I can't wait.
I'm pissed off about this, right? So this is what the Chicago Bears, my second team by default, this is what they went to go do for this uh quote unquote generational quarterback out of USC who's not better than Justin Fields, who's
Okay.
not prospect than Justin Fields. Guess what they did, Truck?
What they did?
4 O-line players. They went and got Keenan Allen.
Uh-huh.
They went and got Dante Pettis.
Uh-huh. Didn't they grab a tight end too? Didn't they grab a tight end, bro?
Yes. They got yes. So you tell me they went and got Gerald Everett. You telling me that Caleb Williams is here again? Chucky, didn't we do the show? We did the show. Got the notes.
Yes, we did.
Basically said Justin Fields and Caleb Williams the same quarterback. Same quarterback.
Same exact quarterback.
And this may be my bias, and I shouldn't be saying this because he's Ohio State quarterback. I think Justin Fields is better.
Yes.
Was better.
Yes. He and you know what? And even if you don't agree in saying that he is better, he has more NFL experience than Caleb Williams does at this point, which we already said that was better in the first place. The number one guy out there, the number one pro out there that's been evaluating quarterbacks thus far, that is very popular, everybody knows him, has not missed a beat, is Merrill Hodge, the ex-Steeler, I must say. But he was right on point with his take upon Caleb Williams and Justin Fields. He already told the Bears, came out and told them publicly, they are, if you're crazy if you're going to go grab Caleb Williams and let Justin Fields go. And they gone ahead and did it anyway. But we knew that was going to happen. You know, we knew that. We knew that.
Like I say, this is not even my number one team. I'm mad about this.
I'm not. I'm excited. I'm excited Justin Fields coming to the Steelers.
You are. I know you are. But I'm just, how do you go out here and go do all of this? And then you still keep your picks. You still keep your number 1 and your number 9. So because you went to go sign 4 O-linemen, you can go get him 2 more weapons to go right along with Gerald, Dante Pettis, and Keenan Allen. Or you can address it in defense. Or you can trade the number 1 and parlay it into. But you rolling out the red carpet for this guy who is not better than Justin Fields.
And we got him for a conditional 4th round pick. Oh my God. Yes. We got him for a conditional 4th round pick. And we only got to pay Russell Wilson $1.2 million this season. We got Russell Wilson for 1 year, $1.2 million this season. The Broncos got to cover that other half of his shit. And then we just got Justin Fields for a conditional. Let me I may add that. Let me pull that up again. And this is per Brian DiArdro of the NFL. That's the writer. CBS NFL. That's what he says. Yes. Justin Fields to the Steelers for a 2025 6th round pick that could become a 4th rounder. Wow. Look, Justin Fields is going to be hot anyway. He's going to carry that chip on his shoulder. He's going to become our future franchise quarterback. He don't even got to have that pressure on him this year. Go to Pittsburgh, learn Arthur Smith's system, sit behind Russ for this year. We get a deep playoff run from Russ this year, or whatever we get from Russ. All Justin Fields got to do is sit back, watch Russ, and watch what Russ messes up on and what he does, and then come in and take us all the way because we gonna get more. We gonna get a couple Super Bowls up out of him. I'm telling y'all that right now. Well, yes, I'm bold to say that we taking down the Chiefs in the AFC. Yes, we are. We're dangerous. Ain't nobody want that to happen to the Steelers. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. And we got a linebacker too. And Patrick Queen, man, stop it. TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, and them boys, Mika Fitzpatrick, man, stop it, boy. Man, what? Man, I'm talking that ish now. I am. I'm glad small hands Kenny Pickett up out of here. Man, I'm so excited. Hey, look, y'all, I'm so excited. I don't even care about the rest of it right now. I really don't. I really don't. Like that just made like oh no, now let me be serious though. That just really made us contenders again in the NFL. And regardless if you don't like the Steelers, let's all agree football is better. The NFL is better when the Steelers are a good team when we're relevant and we're not irrelevant with a quarterback like Kenny Pickett, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm excited for that, man. But so obviously, I mean, right now, if we going to go, so the way we did this free agency style, y'all, we went ahead and we went by the positions, okay, and then we're gonna just say what team won or got the best pick, what team we thought got the best pick out of that position, and y'all can go along with it too. You know what I'm saying? I like to do that. So first off, I want to say you go ahead, bro, because I just went on a whole rant about Justin Fields. So I'm gonna let you take the first one. We on QBs.
No, you got it, bro. Cause like I said, I gotta calm down because
He really
off. I literally watched that these individuals when they got four offensive line, Keenan Allen, for for
uh,
for this man, for this man
uh,
who's not better. You can go for
uh,
it.
wow.
I gotta
Thank
drink me.
you. Thank you, Katie Allman and Birdstone. That is the truth out there, y'all. That is the truth. How you give wrenches out? I want to give a wrench to somebody. I don't know how to give no wrenches out. You gotta teach me how to do that. Um, you gotta learn me. I don't know how to do no wrenches. But okay, so QBs. If I gotta go with the QBs, okay, the team that I think won, and it's gonna shock a lot of y'all. I gotta go with the Seattle Seahawks, y'all. I got to picking up Sam Howell.
Oh man.
Um, yeah, I know you can sit there and you can say he threw 21 interceptions, trucking, he garbage, da da da, this and that. Like, okay, I would go ahead and say that the offensive line was not protecting him, that his timing was off with a lot of those throws because of the 65 sacks that he took in the whole season last year. But let's not forget that he was airing it out. He was definitely one of the top quarterbacks when it came to passing yards in the NFL. I can't remember exactly what week it was in, but at one week, I believe he was leading the NFL with passing yards. I believe. Correct me when I'm wrong, y'all. He was averaging 230 passing yards per game. I just think that he needs to go to Seattle, calm down with the hero ball, just learn from Geno Smith, his rights and wrongs, reset, and then when his number is called, get in there and wreck shop because Sam Howell got what it takes. I believe in Sam Howell. I think Sam Howell is decent at what he can do. Now he can go up to Seattle and just sit behind Geno and gradually either win that spot or just learn. Like I said, so that's who I went with Seattle Seahawks with the quarterback. Who you went with quarterback? Who you think got it?
I mean, I went. I mean, we're dead on. Like I said, I'm a fan of Sam Howell. And I watch Sam Howell do some things to my team that he shouldn't have been doing from a freshman up to his last year. But I picked two. I got two guys. So the second guy I got Jacoby Brissett going
Okay,
back to the Patriots. I
all
think
right.
Mayo being the head coach, having a familiarity with Jacoby Brissett, knowing how he works, and obviously he's started some games for the Patriots. So I think him going back to New England, I think that could pay some dividends, right? I don't know if they're gonna go in terms of letting him be the starter, or
Mm-hmm.
they actually go out there and draft a quarterback. But even if they do, I think he's probably going to be the guy that's QB1 to start off with because he's steady, and like I said, he's going back to a familiar environment.
Right. And look, hey, look, and do you think that Jacoby Brissett is going to end up being a coach at some point?
I think he probably will. I
He's
think he's
very smart.
a very smart guy.
Yeah, he
Very.
is, and I think that's what they got him up there to do for that 1 year is to mentor a guy. He kind of reminds me, and I said this in my video. I'm not sure if you checked it out or not, but d- he reminds me of Brian Leftwich a little bit in his latter years. You know what I'm saying? Going around and kind of getting those 1 year deals and mentoring these young guys that's coming in from college. And I think that's why Jacoby Brissett's there. And I think and now it's making me believe that the Patriots, without a doubt, may go Jaden Daniels if he's there. If he's there at that with that pick. I believe that Jaden may be the best of the three, the top three that they're saying right now. If you got a Caleb, Drake May, and Jaden, I gotta go Jaden. Who would you go with that real quick before we move on to the running back?
Out of those three,
Out of those three.
man, I had to
Is
go. I'm gonna go Drake May.
okay. Okay.
Person, Drake May.
Well, you see a lot of Drake May, so you seen a lot of him in the ACC, So I can feel that. I'm gonna have to get your take on that. So running back, when it comes to the running backs, I think the Baltimore Ravens picked got the best. They won with Derrick Henry. I know. Look, Derrick Henry, look, he was second in the regular season with rushing yards. I think he had 1,100 over 1,100 rushing yards in the season, only behind Christian McCaffrey. Y'all, he had 12 touchdowns, and in the AFC North, your best ability is availability. Period. That's a black and blue division. The AFC North, we give it up. It's tough out there. Derrick Henry played all 17 of his games. He's a veteran. He knows how to get it done. Big guy. And he will be most used. And look, he's in company of guys like CMC, Raheem Mostert, Kyron Williams, Jalen Hurts, and with first downs. And you're gonna need them first downs, them short yardage first downs in the AFC North. And that's why I said the Baltimore Ravens won with getting the running back when it came down to getting the best running back off the board. Now I could have went with the obvious choices, but with the the Eagles with Saquon, but mixed it up a little bit.
Okay, my two picks. I saw Joe Mixon is going to the Texans. I think that's going to be huge. Joe Mixon, a guy, obviously, I've been watching Joe Mixon since back when he was in Oklahoma. Smooth running.
Mm,
I think Joe Mixon, you know how they say guys are born too early or born too late? I
yeah.
think it's into that he was born too late. I think if Joe Mixon was in the early 90s, late 80s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
Joe would be looked at one of the best running backs in the NFL. He can do it. He can catch. He can run.
Yeah.
Um, to the Texans, he's going to get that work. And then I got Gus Edwards to the Chargers. Who the head coach over there? We know what they're looking to do. Gus Edwards, a bruiser. Obviously, know a lot about Gus Edwards. He played for the University of Miami before he transferred. I'm happy for the young man. He's transformed the way that he's playing the game, much more physical running back. So those are my two picks. I think
Yeah.
that it fits for the offenses that they're going to.
All right. I could dig it. I could dig it, bro. I could dig it. Like I didn't go with the two guys. I just went with the straight up teams, that I think won in that category. But when it goes to wide receivers, I went ahead and you who'd you go with where a receiver bounce back? Let's go ahead.
So my two receivers, I got Ray McLeod to the Falcons, and I got Curtis Samuel to the Bills. I chose Ray McLeod because I recently saw that Cordell Patterson he's saying his goodbyes, right?
Mm,
And we're gonna have to talk about. We're gonna have to do a show on Cordell Patterson, right? Because he has had a very interesting career. Starting out as a receiver, then transitioning to running back, then
yes.
being game. But I think them picking up Ray McLeod is going to give them a boost in the return game. Obviously, Ray McLeod is a guy that you know very well because he played for your Steelers.
Yes, he did.
Yes. And then Curtis Samuel, I believe he's going to replace Isaiah McKenzie. And again, Curtis Samuel, a guy that I've liked dating back to his time in Ohio State. And I think him going up there, potentially playing with, well, not potentially, but playing with a guy like Josh Allen, I think they'll
Yeah.
find unique ways to use Curtis Samuel.
Yes, that's a good fit. I agree, bro. That's a good fit. Great fit. Great fit. Not a good fit. That's a great fit right there. Um, I went with the obvious one on here, and I know, like you said, I did. I went with the obvious one, and I know it is Keenan Allen to the Chicago Bears, bro.
Why you
Um,
keep rubbing it in, though, bro? Keep rubbing it in, though. I'm just asking. I thought we were boys. Why you gotta
I
keep
mean,
rubbing
we is boys, man. We more than boys. We bros. We bros. We
Why,
bros. We
why you
bros.
gotta keep rubbing it in, though, man?
Look, man, I'm just, hey, Keenan Allen, that was a great pickup, man. I mean, was it too late? Should they have done it for Fields? Absolutely. But look, that was a great pickup with Keenan Allen because they needed another guy, Keenan Allen. He always has been consistent in the NFL. And when he's healthy, and with a young DJ Moore carrying most of the load out there in Chicago, he just got to come in and do what he always done and just be Keenan Allen and stay healthy and ball out. He is clutch, and he's always in the top 10, top 12 receivers every single season. And he's older, and that was a great pickup from the Chicago Bears, man. Great pickup, great pickup there. Must say that.
Hey, just to kind of piggyback on the Keenan Allen situation. Keenan Allen came to the NFL. I think he had tore an ACL because I think he came from Cal, I believe, one of them California schools.
Hmm.
And just for him to have the career that he's had after sustaining that particular injury, I honestly I didn't think Keenan Allen would last this long. But it just goes to show when you put your head down and get to work and
Yeah.
appreciate, you reap the rewards.
Yes, absolutely, 100%, 100%, bro. Hey, who you go with your tight ends, man? Your
Hey,
tight ends.
I got Johnu Smith going to the Dolphins. I got Irv.
Ooh. Great minds think alike.
Now the Irv Smith situation to me, I think is very, very interesting because you already got Kelsey, which I'm sure he's probably obviously on the back nine, and then you're bringing in a guy like a Irv Smith.
Hmm.
Kansas City is devoid of that number one receiver. I don't know if they'll draft one, but we saw the Patriots be absolutely deadly with two tight end sets. So I
Yes.
situation where Andy Reid is looking to incorporate something like that, because obviously the tight ends are not, and and I love receivers, but they're not as diva, and they're not going to command as much money. So
Yeah.
get some work out of Irv Smith along with Travis Kelsey. I mean, it's going to work, and
That's
obviously,
why. That's why I love the two tight ends. That works so well, man. It works so well. I know, bro. I hate to cut it off, but when we watch Tom Brady, Hander Hernandez, and Gronk go to work, man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, and it was something that we've never saw. Two big guys catching ball like that, running. We was like, how could you guard this? Especially if you got two guys on the outside of them, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. But yes, I went with Jonnu Smith, and the Miami Dolphins to me got the best pick and when they went to tight end in free agency. Jonnu Smith. Look, because when he targeted, he's catching the ball. He had 70 targets. He had 50 catches for 582 yards. Look, he moving the chains. He that for the Dolphins offense when his number called. Because look, that's all he needs. He's averaging a first down per catch. That's all I'm saying. When you look 70 targets, 50 catches. Every time he caught the ball was almost for a first down, right? Could you agree? Like 582 yards. The guy is just a beast. You know what I'm saying? And then when you want to say, well, the other targets, you can say, okay, let's say Kittle, you can say Kittle from the San Francisco 49ers. He had 90 targets, 65 catches. That was 25. He's in the company, and I know this is going to sound a little weird to some people, but Cole Kmet had some high production. He did, believe it or not. And so did Dalton Kincaid, had high production at that position. And this is where Jonnu Smith is in his career. And that's exactly what the Dolphins needed was a clutch tight end that they could count on to get the job done and catch, because Mike Gesicki just didn't do it. And that's why it got me thinking, like, I don't know if he's gonna do that with the Bengals as much, because I don't see him doing that. I mean, he had his chances, and I'm not saying he was that bad, but there was some playing where I seen things out of Mike Gesicki. I'm like, dang, he would have caught that, 3 years earlier, 2 years earlier, but seem he's been on a decline. But the Dolphins definitely won when it came to tight end, to me, picking up Jonnu Smith. All right. So and I want to, did you do tackles? Did you do tackles? O-line? Did you do O-line at all?
I just did O-line in general.
You just did O-line in general? Okay, so who got the whole O-line? Who you got?
I gotta give it to the Jets. Now,
Ooh.
obviously, two names. They're big names. They may not, if they can kind of keep it together, these are gonna be some good pickups. They're not long term options. They're kind of maybe along the lines of Aaron Rodgers, maybe 2 to 3 years. But they picked up Tyron Smith and they picked up Morgan Moses.
Yeah.
So they are addressing a weakness. Obviously, Tyron Smith hasn't been the healthiest, but when he does play, he's one of the best in the game. And Morgan Moses, for a bad Commanders offensive line, has been probably their best offensive lineman.
So where do they go now, bro? Where do they go now? Where do the Jets go now? Now that they, I mean, because I was thinking about that too with the Jets, right? And when I'm going down taking my notes, the Jets, they did shore up their offensive line, but where do they go in the draft now? Seeing that they addressed that in free agency, where do you think they go in the draft? What position? Just real quick. I mean, it's not something we prep for, but you know,
to be, I don't really know. Like you said, they've addressed that. They got receivers. They got the run game. They got defense. I don't have me personally. I don't have a linebacker, that I feel is worthy of a first round pick. I mean, just your traditional linebacker. Maybe I mean maybe it puts them in contention to get one of these big time edge guys.
that could work. That could work. You know what I was gonna say. So either so you say edge, that's the tight end on the defense. I was gonna say tight end on offense, and it's not because that I'm sorry, his name. I know his name too. Tyler Conklin. It's not that Tyler Conklin ain't doing a good job out there with the Jets. It's this two tight end thing that seems to work in the NFL, and all teams want a backup tight end. I'm not, because there's some nice names out there. We've talked about Jaheim Bell, but there's also Jared Wiley. There's also Cade Stover. There's some guys out there that fit with that. And Cade Stover does have a relationship with Wilson at Ohio State. He went to school with him, so it's just it's just spitballing, because I really don't know what they're gonna do too. Seeing that they addressed their offensive line through free agency. All right, so all right, I went with when I went to tackle. I say Trent Brown. Whoever gets Trent Brown is going to be a winner on that offensive line. A veteran, a veteran that could come in, give you excellent tackle play. Um, lead the offensive line, teach some moves, being an extra coach and extra eye on that field. So I must say that. But when you want to go whole O line, to me, obviously, I went with the Panthers, bro. And I know you're gonna say, well, why'd you go with the Panthers? Why? Well, they signed Lewis to 4 years, $53 million. They signed Hunt for 5 years, $100 million. They spent $153 million for a reason. Now we can sit here and speculate on who and how, but them motherfuckers better show up to play football. You spend 153 lines on two guys, they better be it, and they better be protecting him. So that's what I went with, and that's just what I got to say. I might have got a little pre-hype there. Let me calm myself down, but that's what I went with the Panthers. Okay, so who
Yeah,
you go with defensive line?
no, and just to kind of piggyback off that, that's what they needed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, CJ Stroud had a fantastic rookie year, and got people questioning, and even had the Panthers situation like, oh well, we wanted CJ Stroud. I didn't really want Bryce Young.
Yeah.
So them doing that to me shows okay, we're gonna put a commitment to this young man because I thought Bryce Young was a fun. Obviously you can't talk too much about college, but I thought he was a very, very good quarterback. So I think he should be given a fair chance.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
Need to be a Justin Fields situation where they
Mhm.
never address what needs to be addressed, right? So,
Yeah.
but as far as D line, obviously you got edge and then you got interior guys. So I got four names here. I got
Okay.
Brian going to the Giants. So you
Ooh.
playing out of Thibodeau,
Okay.
very pass rushing duo. I got Sheldon Rankins going to the Bengals. That's a big time get. Eric Armstead to the Jags.
Mm.
And then I got obviously
Wilkins.
my guys.
Christian Wilkins.
Finally getting the I ain't gonna talk Super Bowl like you just yet, but we got some edge guys. We got some linebacker play. So again, this just changes what we need to do in the NFL draft. Even though I still feel like that, I still want Michael Penix, even though we got Gardner Minshew. But I think he can be more of a mentor role. But I still want Michael Penix. So
Man, look, I think Michael Penix is going to. He is going to surprise a lot of people. I cannot stand how he lost in the national championship versus a Michigan defense that was just incredible college wise. Um,
yeah,
but before that, Michael Penix was this, he was that, he was everything in the world, and everybody just shunned him up. Michael Penix is better, is still good in my eyes. He's a sleeper pick at quarterback for sure in this draft. I think he would fit great for the rate with the Raiders. I think he would fit great with y'all out there in Las Vegas. Um, but yeah, man, Christian Wilkins going on a D. Oh man, that's just look. I mean, you already got Crosby. Crosby, you got a dangerous guy in the middle, and you got Crosby. That's all they need. Y'all need on that defense to shore that up. Um, I ain't gonna lie. I was upset. I was mad that y'all let Jacobs go. I like seeing Jacobs in the black and silver. I ain't gonna hold you.
I
I ain't
am
gonna
too.
hold you.
I am too, man.
I ain't gonna. I'm gonna hold. I ain't gonna hold you like that. That move right there, sending Jacobs to the Green Bay, just might have made the Packers the team to be in the NFC. Like the NFC, they for real.
That was a low key right there. That could have been the biggest running back acquisition, right? You know,
Right? Could have
think
been.
about it like that, but I just kind of, yeah, I'm
I
kind of,
mean, yeah. Well, I didn't want to go with the obvious right there, bro. You know what I mean? He's a big name, Josh Jacob. You know what I'm saying? But eh, for sure, though, for sure, that Green Bay team just became very dangerous with the ad of him. For sure. I mean, you could say DeAndre Swift going to Chicago that helps them too. There's a lot. But
there you go again. Talking about Chicago again. There you go.
I mean, look, man. I mean, because y'all gotta just make the right decision at QB at this point. At this point, your Bears have to make the right decision when it comes down to these guys. Who is the guy? Is it really Caleb Williams?
Yeah,
We don't.
take Michael Penix. Take Drake May.
Drake May.
Hey, man.
I think Jaden Daniels is the guy, man. I think him, man. If he slipped to the Patriots like how we think it is, because for sure, Drake, and I don't know, because it seems like Washington seemed like they want to take whoever's just off the board. They might want to take Drake May, because I'm hearing New England is in love with Drake May for real, for real. I'm hearing a lot of New England fans talk about Drake May, Drake May, Drake May, especially out this way. But who knows? Let's keep it moving though. So who you got at cornerback, linebacker? Let's go to line edge. You already said edge. So who's the best linebacker that got signed to
You
you?
didn't get, you didn't get your D line.
I did get my D line.
You said
Oh, I sure didn't. Oh yeah, I did. I said Alshon Robinson.
okay. That's a big get. Yeah, that's
Alshon Robinson. going under y'all, man. That's what y'all not see. It's just crazy the way that they put in that work and y'all shore that up. And when that defensive line out there, like I said, with all them ads that y'all got and with Kurt, this it's for sure now. Y'all got a solid D. Time to focus on that. Oh, I did, but who you got at linebacker?
I got Bobby Wagner going to the Commanders, and then I got Jose Jewell going to the Panthers.
Oh,
Obviously, Bobby Wagner is on the back end of his career. He's not
mm-hmm.
what he used to be in the early days of the Seahawks, but still can make it happen. And the Panthers, getting a guy like that, again, it just shores up because that's one thing the Panthers have had. You know,
Mm-hmm.
anything else they've put together some pretty good defenses. So they're sharing up that linebacker position.
Well, you know where I'm going. I mean, do I gotta say it?
You don't. You don't have to say it because I already had breaking news. So no, you don't have to say it. So you know what? We can move on.
Let me fix that. Let me fix that. Let me
You
fix
ain't gotta say that.
Let me fix it. Let me fix it. Should I put it on? Let me put it on.
Fix it for what?
Should I put it on? Should I put it on?
Yo, my, bro.
Should I put it on? Should I put it on? Should I put the hard hat on? Do the rest of the job? Should I
Hey,
do it? Should I do it, bruh?
oh
Now
man,
I look. Obviously, Patrick Queen's a monster, bro. He's a monster. He's a monster. I know it's been all over the headlines, but he's a straight up beast, a straight up dog in that division. He's been giving us hell, and now he's going to reverse it on them. And he got that mentality in Pittsburgh, and he's coming to us. We got the best linebacker.
y'all did that. I ain't gonna lie, y'all did that.
So, when it comes to cornerbacks, who you got? Who you thinking, man?
I got
Cornerback.
Kendall Fuller going to the Dolphins and C.J. Gardner Johnson to the Eagles. Bro,
Mm.
Kendall Fuller has been good for so long to the point that I'm sitting here thinking like, isn't it time for you to retire? Like you just been so good. I remember you going all the way back to Virginia Tech. He's just so good. Every, he's just been so
Like,
good.
he
C.J.
has, man.
Gardner, just an athlete. Just an athlete.
Yeah.
Again, I remember him dating all the way back to recruiting. When it came,
Right.
he ended up going to Florida. But he was again another guy that just been good for just good at the game of football. So, but
All right. Okay. So
Kendall Fuller though.
Kendall Fuller. I think so right here I gotta roll with Shadobi. I gotta go roll with Shadobi, man, to the Titans, man. I gotta roll with that guy. Okay. They got him for 3 years. He's in his 8th year in the NFL. He said, I can see Trucker's teeth from here. Hey, let me stop. Look, you done messed me up in the comments, Cuban. Cuban done messed me up, bro. I shouldn't even looked at that. Nah, but look, Shadobi going to the Tennessee Titans in his third. Look, 3 years they got him for. He's in his NFL prime, 8th year in the NFL. He is low key gluey to a receiver, bro. Like, and when I say gluey, like I mean he be on them. He plays, bro, like no other. He bats passes down, bro. He gets the job done. You hear me? And he could tackle. He had 43 solo tackles this past season, yo. Had a forced fumble recovery, and he had 2 stuffs. That's a good pickup for the Tennessee Titans, man, to shore up on that cornerback position right there, man. I like that. I like that. You hear me?
Most definitely.
Who you well, so with safety, okay, I'll lead this one off. Safety. Now I could sit here and say easy choices, Xavier McKinney to the Packers. I could say that, right? But I'm like, nah. I like Jordan Poyer going to the Miami Dolphins. I
I
like that. I like that pick. I like that pick for the Miami Dolphins. I do. I do. I've always been a fan of Jordan Poyer. Look, man, what Jordan Poyer lacks in coverage, he makes up for in tackling, yo. He reads the play like nobody else, like no other in the NFL. His overall awareness is just what that secondary needs. Plus, you know what I'm saying? I got to replace what they had let go of, you know, and listen to this part, right? When you in the, he knows the division. He knows that division, and in the NFL, you got to win the division first to even, you know what I mean? Then you worry about playoffs. That's how they play. They play the division first, then they start playing under the other opponents. By grabbing Jordan Poyer, that was a chess move by the Miami Dolphins at safety because he knows that division. He knows how to play Josh Allen. He knows how to play the Patriots. He knows how to play the Jets. He knows that division, and that was a great pickup. It was smart. He's a veteran. He comes downhill and he's smacking shit. Smacking. He's always got 100 tackles a season. I like that pick for the Dolphins, bro. I like it. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I'm sold on it. And I'm gonna back that up all the way through, man. All the way through.
Yeah, I agree. Jordan Poyer was my pick. Again, like I said, is help have a very good defense, in Buffalo. So and this, I think that's another topic we can have for next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at
What's
the guy
that?
that Buffalo had to let go. The question that I have, the NFL seems to be adopting what the Rams did, going all in. Obviously, the 49ers did the same thing. They had to lose Eric Armstead. They even lost DeForest Buckner a couple of years before that. He ended up going to Indianapolis for some of the same stuff. So it's like, are the NFL, are they just going all in? Is that the mindset right now? Just to go all in, and if you can't get it, you just have to let guys go?
Um, Ain't that weird? That is weird, bro. I don't know. Like, what you? I don't think that should be the motto, but it does seem like that. That's a great point that you brought up, and we definitely gonna have to talk about that. And that's definitely a great topic to talk about because it does seem as if that happens like that a lot. Um, Now I picked another person. Now, who else did I say? Who else did I say? I think I was talking about Brandon Jones to the Broncos, right? I think that might have been a little bit of decent for them. For them. You know what I mean? Obviously, look, if you're a Miami fan, then obviously you feel like Brandon Jones has dropped off, right? Um, as far as his tackling goes, how he used to attack the ball, right? You know what I'm saying, from the safety position. But he's getting a little older, right? He's gaining, and he may be banged up a little bit. His NFL years may be catching up to him. Is my argument, right? And he had 2 picks last season. So he lacked out on his tackling, but he got 2 picks. And having 2 picks in the NFL, that's not a bad season at all at safety. You know, he had what 4 passes batted down, and he stopped a couple plays behind the line still. So for the Broncos, I think that was a decent pickup there too. You know, might I add, I think that was a decent pickup for the Broncos. Um, Better than what they had going on there. They just need somebody decent enough, because Patrick Surtain is just he's him, he's
Yeah,
him,
it really is. It
you
really
know.
is.
And yeah, man. But that's all I got, man. You got anything else you want to add on, brother, before we get on up out of here, man? Because I know you got
They got diaper duty up. So
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Oh man, hey, man. I appreciate all of y'all coming through, kicking it, man. I did throw the chat up kind of late, but I had to pull that down 1 second because I gotta do it. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Let's go, baby. We about to go. Oh my God. Look, he said, please ask Chad Shad if he trains during spring break. He doing all the training he need to right now, Cuban. He training like a man. He tra-
I I just hey Cuban, I just started training since me and trucking, since we started doing our show. So I wasn't doing it, you know,
Oh,
on other people's show. So no, I just started.
okay. Hey, look, I appreciate it. Hey, y'all got, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, kicking it, man. I really do, man. I appreciate it for real, because means a lot. It's fun. There's a lot. I love doing this, John. Love doing this. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man, when y'all come through and check us out. But don't miss tomorrow, man. Cause I know if you wake up early in the morning, I know where you at, but I know it's normal. I'd say 11 in the morning, but I normally start by like 10, 9, 10 in the morning. It all depends. So 10 a.m. I do the morning after with no plan B, baby. Make sure that y'all stop through for that. Pull up, get your coffee, your bagel, your tea, however you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice, calm morning show. I won't be all, you know what I mean? We just vibe low, drinking our coffee. We're going to talk some things that we didn't get to talk about tonight, and all that. So make sure y'all stop through in the morning for that. You hear me? Appreciate y'all, man. Look, y'all have a wonderful night. Everybody get home safely. If you at home right now, if you know what I'm saying, make sure that you get to your loved ones. Remember that. One more time, man. May I read that again? Should I read it? Can I read that again to y'all? For those who didn't catch me at the beginning of my show. Can I read it again, bro? You mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
You mind? Yeah, all right. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it pulled up right quick. Let me see if I can get it pulled up. If it's meant to be, if it's meant to be. Okay. So I said, when you are traveling on a road and a fog restricts your sight, you still know you're going the right way. You may have to slow down, get out the fast lane, but you will still make it to your destination safely. Yeah, all right. And that's all I want y'all to do, man. Uh, may the Most High bless y'all. Y'all have a blessed evening. Peace up out of here, man. You heard me? Jersey.
Want to see Truck and Chubby live and co-host Shad? Tune in at Fans Point of View, Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. But in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the content. Don't forget to hit your notification bell for all updates. Thank you for watching.